Good morning, my friends. My name is Miss Emily. I'm a librarian at the Mooresville Public Library in Mooresville, Indiana, and I'm really happy you're here for Storytime today. Are you ready to get started? Let's see those clapping hands. All right. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we wave and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we stomp and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at Storytime, we clap and sing hello. Nice job. All right, have a seat. Good morning, my friends. We have a very silly story time for you today. And the idea is that out in the wild, a lot of animals will eat other animals to survive. That makes them carnivores or meat eaters. Or maybe they are omnivores, meaning that they eat meat and plants. What about you? Are you a carnivore or an omnivore? Or maybe you're a herbivore, meaning that you only eat plants. Maybe you're a vegetarian, that's another word for it. But what I love about this, which seems kind of funny, is that there are so many funny books and songs and rhymes about animals getting eaten that we're going to do a whole story time about them. I hope you enjoy it. If you're a little weirded out, that's okay. Just stick with me, okay? So we're going to start with a turtle. A turtle eats bugs and he eats fish, and we're going to do a rhyme about him. So there was a little turtle who lived in a box. He swam through the puddles and he climbed up the rocks. He snapped at the mosquito. He snapped at the flea. He snapped at the minnow, and he snapped at me. He caught that mosquito, and he caught that flea, and he caught that minnow, but he didn't catch me. What do you think of that? Oh my goodness. Let's do that one more time. There was a little turtle who lived in a box. He swam through the puddles, and he climbed up the rocks. He snapped at the mosquito, and he snapped at the flea. He snapped at the minnow, and he snapped at me. He caught that mosquito, and he caught that flea, and he caught that minnow, but he didn't catch me. Nice job. I love it. So I have a couple of books to start us off today. The first one is called Swallow the Leader. It's a counting book. This is by Danna Smith and illustrated by Kevin Sherry. And as you might imagine, it's about fish who like to eat each other. So what happens when you let the shark play follow the leader? So there's one fish. Do you see other animals in this page? I see a turtle, like we just talked about. But I also see a shark. Oh my gosh. One fish, two fish, three fish, and then at some point, oh, there's 10 fish, and then there's 8 fish, because they're eating each other. Oh, it is a fun book. It counts up and down, which is an important skill to learn. And it's a lot of fun, great illustrations, a funny text, and there's things for you to act out as well, which I always love. So Swallow the Leader. And then the other one is also an undersea book. It's called Poor Little Guy. It's by Elanna Allen. She wrote the words and drew the pictures. And it's about this little bitty fish. And this little bitty fish, he's got a lot of other bigger fish around him. Especially this big octopus. The octopus wants to play with the little fish, And he's not very gentle. So he says, catch of the day, a fish ball. He's playing basketball with the fish. So he's not very good with this fish. But then when he tries to eat him, something very funny happens. That little bitty fish has a big surprise. So that is Poor Little Guy by Elanna Allen. Oh, all those underwater books reminded me of a song that I really enjoy. It's called Slippery Fish, and it's what's on our board today. So here's our slippery fish. Can you do this with your little fish? All right. Slippery fish, sliding through the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by... What's that? A jellyfish, squiggling through the water. A jellyfish, a gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by... Oh, an octopus, squiggling in the water. An octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by... Tuna fish, a tuna fish, flashing in the water. A tuna fish, a gulp, a gulp, a gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by... Who is that? A great white shark, lurking in the water. Great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by... Oh gosh, who is that? Humongous whale, spouting in the water. Humongous whale, gulp, gulp, gulp. Burp! Excuse you. What a silly song. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't think that whales actually eat sharks, but it makes for a funny song. Speaking of sharks, I bet you can think of a song about sharks that's kind of funny. Do you like Baby Shark? Everybody likes Baby Shark. Let's do Baby Shark together. All right, are you ready with your Baby Shark? Baby Shark is just your two fingers chomping away. Ready? Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Sister shark doo 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 doo. Sister shark doo 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 doo. Sister shark doo 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 doo. Sister shark. Brother shark doo 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 doo. Brother shark doo 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 doo. Brother shark doo 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 doo. Brother shark. Grandma shark doo 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 doo. Grandma shark doo 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 doo. Grandma shark doo 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 doo. Grandma shark. Mama shark doo 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 doo. Mama shark doo 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 doo. Mama shark doo 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 doo. Mama shark. Daddy shark doo 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 doo. Daddy shark doo 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 doo. Daddy shark doo 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 doo. Daddy shark. Shark attack! Ah! Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away. Gotcha! Oh, that's so much fun. Okay, I've got 2 more books to suggest for you, and we're going to retell one of them. So the first one is called The Wolf, the Duck, and the Mouse. This is written by Mac Barnett and illustrated by John Klassen. And it is about a mouse who gets eaten by a wolf. And when he gets inside the wolf's stomach, he finds that there is already a duck living in there. And that duck has made quite a nice little life for himself inside the wolf's belly. And they call out to the wolf and they say, "Oh, eat some jam and bread," because that's what they want to have for supper. And there's amazing things that they find in the wolf's stomach. And it is a very funny, kind of tongue-in-cheek book. And it's got kind of a funny surprise ending. So that is The Wolf, the Duck, and the Mouse. This is also one of my favorites. This is called Bark George. It's by Jules Feiffer, and it's about George. And this is my version of George, and I'm going to retell this story for you using puppets, because everybody loves puppets. All right. So George's mother said, "Bark, George." And George said, "Meow." "No, George," said George's mother. "Cats go meow, dogs go arf. Now, bark, George." And George went, "Bark, bark." "No, George," said George's mother. "Chickens go buck, buck, dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went, "Oink, oink." "No, George. Pigs go oink, oink, dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went, "Moo." "No, George. Cows go moo, dogs go arf." So George's mother decided to take George to the vet. "I'll get to the bottom of this," said the vet. "Please bark, George." And George went, "Meow." And so the vet reached deep down inside of George and pulled out, a cat. "Oh my goodness." "Bark again, George," said the vet. And George went, "Bark, bark." So the vet reached deep down inside of George's mouth and pulled out a chicken. "Bark, bark." "Okay, George, bark again." "Oink, oink." Oh no. Okay, so the vet reached deep down inside of George and pulled out a pig. "Oink, oink, oink, oink." "Okay, George, bark again." And so George went, "Moo." So the vet put on his longest latex glove and he reached deep, 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 deep down into George and pulled out a cow. "Moo." And the vet said, "Bark again, George." And George went, "Arf." And George's mother was so happy that she kissed the vet, mwah, and she kissed the chicken, mwah, and she kissed the pig, mwah, and she kissed the cow, mwah, and she kissed the cat, mwah. Oh, she was so happy. So on the way home, she wanted to show George off to all the people walking by on the street. And so she said, "Bark, George." And George went, "Hello." Oh no, what do you think is inside George? That's the end of the story. We don't know. What do you think it is? Oh my goodness, that was such a funny story. If you check out that book and look at the pictures, they are pretty funny as well. So it's fun to experience the story in multiple different ways. What is this? Can you tell what this is? Who are these guys? It's 5 frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frogs. And what are they sitting on? They're sitting on a log. I have a song about that one. 5 frogs sitting on a log. One hopped off into the pond, and a big alligator came swimming along. He went chomp. Now he's gone. 4 frogs sitting on a log. One jumped off into the pond, then a big alligator came swimming along. He went chomp. Now he's gone. 3 frogs sitting on a log. One jumped off into the pond, then a big alligator came swimming along. He went chomp. Now he's gone. 2 frogs sitting on a log. One jumped off into the pond, then a big alligator came swimming along. He went chomp. Now he's gone. 1 frog sitting on that log. He jumped off into the pond, then a big alligator came swimming along. He went chomp. Now they're all gone. My next song is about an animal that is long and skinny and it has a big, big mouth. Can you guess what it is? It goes... That's right, it's a snake. It's a special kind of snake called a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor is so long and it's so big. Oh my goodness, it can eat a whole person. And just when you think you know the boa, there's Moa and Moa and Moa and Moa. Oh my goodness, I've got a boa right here. Real boas are even bigger than this. But I'm going to do a song. I'm going to stand up. Once you know this song, it is really fun to do with a friend, or if you're a grown-up and you have a little baby or a toddler, it is fun to do with kind of a tickling time. Okay. I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor. A boa constrictor. A boa constrictor. I'm being eaten by a boa constrictor, and I don't like it one bit. Well, what do you know? What do you know? It's nibbling my toe. It's nibbling my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee. He's up to my knee. Oh my, he's up to my thigh. He's up to my thigh. Oh fiddle, he's eating my middle. He's eating my middle. Oh heck, he's up to my neck. He's up to my neck. Oh dread, he's eating my... He's in my head. Oh no. Oh, I like that one. That one is a poem written by the great Shel Silverstein, and that is in his book Where the Sidewalk Ends, The Boa Constrictor. Thinking about that boa constrictor reminds me of my last 2 books. The first one is called One Day in the Eucalyptus Tree. This is by Daniel Bernstrom and has pictures by Brendan Wenzel. And this is a really fun story. It's a cumulative story, so it grows as it's told. And it's about a little boy who goes walking in the jungle one day. One day in the leaves of the eucalyptus tree hung a scare in the air where no eye could see. Whoosh. When along skipped a boy with a whirly-twirly toy to the shade of the eucalyptus tree. Down, down slid the snake from the leaves of the tree and gobbled up the boy with his whirly-twirly toy one day in the eucalyptus tree. He ate the little boy. And so if you listen to that, there's some really great rhythm and rhyme in this story. And the snake eats more and more animals. And the little boy is still inside the snake's belly, and he's trying to find a way out. So I love this book. In the author's note, it says that Daniel Bernstrom is a visually impaired writer, so that means he can't see very well. So it's very important to him how the story sounds. So I think that's probably why it sounds so amazing. So take this book out and read it out loud, and I think you'll find a lot of enjoyment in it. Another snaky book is called I Saw Anaconda. It's another cumulative story by Jane Clark and Emma Dodd, and this is a Lift the Flap book, so it's very interactive. It's really fun. I saw Anaconda swallow a tick. Let's lift the flap. It made her tummy hop and kick. Will she be sick? So if you are familiar with There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, it has a similar sound to it on this one. And there's lots of very fun flaps. Let's see if I can find my favorite one. Oh, yeah, this here, where it's like the big snake is all spiraled out. And so that anaconda, again, is swallowing lots of things, and all of those things think that they need to find a way out. So I saw Anaconda. I have one more silly rhyme, kind of a song, to share with you today. It is called Herman the Worm, and it's kind of repetitive, so we'll say it a couple of times. And once you hear it a couple of times, I think you'll start to understand it and get it. And so once you do, sing along with me, okay? All right. I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, and along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate my mother. The next day, I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate my father. Goodness. The next day, I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate my sister. Goodness. So the next day, I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? I ate my brother. So the next day, I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? I ate my grandpa. So the next day, I was sitting on my fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? And he said, I ate my grandma. And the next day, I was sitting on the fence post, chewing my bubble gum, playing with my yo-yo, woo, woo, when along came Herman the Worm, and he was this big. And I said, Herman, what happened? I burped. Oh my goodness. Okay, friends, if you liked our songs and stories today, come on by the library and you can grab our packet where you can see all the books that we talked about, as well as all the rhymes and songs we did. We've got a fun shark to color on the back. And for our craft this week, you get a chance to retell the story of Bark George, just like I did with our puppets. So there is a sheet with George on it, and George's belly is cut out, and on the back there's already taped for you a bag that you can open and put your hand in. There's also a bunch of animals that you can color each one and cut them out. And then you can color George also and retell the story. So you can be the vet that pulls out the different animals that go oink oink instead of arf. So retelling stories is a great way for kids to practice their narrative skills, their memories, and just to have fun with storytelling. All right, friends, it is time to tickle the stars. So I see your tickling fingers. We'll tickle the stars, and we'll tickle our toes, and we'll turn around and tickle our nose. Tickle, tickle, tickle. We'll reach down low and reach way up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next time.